In this tutorial, you will learn how to use a photo editing software to add a cartoon to a picture of your current learning space. So it's important that you have the tutorial file open with you today. You'll need it to complete this project. So starting at step number 1, please use your Chromebook to take a photo of your current learning space, like where you usually do your schoolwork. It could be your desk, it could be your kitchen, any place. If you do not feel comfortable taking a picture of your current learning space, you can find a picture online on Google image search and save it to your Chromebook. So pause this video and take a picture of your learning space or find a picture online. Now that you have a picture of your learning space or another picture that you found online, I'd like you to go to Photopea, the online photo editing website. It's photopea.com. And from Photopea, we are going to open the picture that you took of your learning space or the one that you found online. So in the middle of the page, we're going to click Open from Computer. Open from Computer. And when the page loads, it should automatically take you to your My Files Downloads folder, and you'll choose the picture that you took or that you found and click Open. For this example, I used a picture of a classroom. There we go. All right, now I'd like you to return to the tab that has the tutorial directions, because on that tab, you're going to scroll to the very bottom and look at all of the choices you have for your cartoon. So take a look at all the different cartoon choices and choose the one that you would like to use for today's project. And I would like you to do a partial screenshot or a selective screenshot. And you do a partial screenshot by clicking Control-Shift-Window Switch key. The Window Switch key is the key above the 6 key. The Window Switch key has a box and 2 lines. So press and hold Control-Shift-Window Switch key, and your screen will go a little bit gray. And then with your mouse or your finger on the screen or your trackpad, click and drag around the character you would like to choose. And when you make that partial screenshot, in the bottom right corner, a box will pop up. Please click Copy to Clipboard. Copy to Clipboard. Then return to the Photopea tab, and we're going to paste it here. Now remember, you can press pause at any time so you can catch up and do these steps on your own. So return to the Photopea tab, and we're going to go to Edit, Paste. Edit tab, Paste. Now mine is quite small, so if that happened to you, to change the size of your image, click on Edit tab and go to Free Transform. This is how you change the size of your cartoon. If it's too big or too small, go to Edit tab, Free Transform. When you choose Free Transform, a box will pop up around your image. Just click on one of the corner handles, those corner boxes, and make the image larger. Once you like the size of your image, you can press Enter or press this check mark in the top right corner of the page. Your cartoon character is now the right size, and now it's time to create a mask so that we only see the character, we don't see the background behind it. So in the bottom right corner of Photopea, in the gray area, I'd like you to find the button at the bottom called Add Raster Mask. If you put your cursor over the buttons at the bottom, you'll get a label for each one. Find the one called Add Raster Mask. And you'll notice that next to the layer that has our cartoon character, there's now a white square. Okay? Each of these layers is a different level of our project. So the bottom is your learning space picture, and this top one is your cartoon, plus now a raster mask. All right, there's a couple ways to do this, and I'm going to show you two. The first way is using a neat tool called the magic wand. So to use this tool, click on the layer that has your cartoon. So you'll know that it's clicked on because it has these dashed lines around it. Okay, and then go to the left side of your page and find the tool that's called Object Selection. It kind of looks like a bean. And right click on it. And remember, right click with your Chromebook is a 2-finger tap or the Alt key and a tap. And I want you to change it to Magic Wand. All right, when you have the Magic Wand selected, you can click on the white area of your image, and it will automatically select the white background. So you'll notice it has these little dashed lines around it. This makes our job really easy. So now that it's selected, I would like you to click on the mask, which is the white square next to your cartoon on the layer. So go back to the right side of the page, click on that white square. And now we're going to erase part of the background by using this mask. All right, so in order to use this mask, we have to set up some colors because masks are black and white. The black area gets erased or it gets covered up. And so we're going to make sure that your colors are set for black and white. So on the left side of your Photopea, where all your tools are, you should have 2 rectangles. They're right underneath the magnifying glass. The top rectangle, please click on it once. It might be a gray color. We need to change it to black. So when you click on it once, a color picker window comes up. Click the black color in the bottom there and choose OK. Now the bottom box needs to be white. So click the bottom box. It's most likely a black color for you. Click it and you're going to change it to white. So click this white square and click OK. So we've set up those colors. Now we're going to use the paintbrush tool to paint areas black and white. And that tells the mask what areas to show and not show. So let's click on the paintbrush tool. And it will automatically paint with the black. So when you first click on the paintbrush tool, it's kind of a small size. To make your paintbrush wider, you're going to use the bracket key on your keyboard. And you'll notice as I'm clicking the bracket key on the right bracket key, it's getting bigger. If I click the left bracket key, it gets smaller. So right now I'm going to make it really big and just click and drag across the page. And the area that was selected by the magic wand is now getting erased. Now, the bigger that your brush is, the more laggy it is, so be a little patient with it. After you click and drag, kind of give it a second to catch up with you. If you still have some other characters in your background, don't worry. I'm going to show you how to take care of that next. So right now, thanks to the magic wand, we are able to just erase a bunch of the white background because it selected all the white background for us. And as we're doing this, you might notice that the layer that has your cartoon character, instead of just being a white box, is now a white box with a little bit of black on it, because the black area is the part that we are masking that won't show. All right, so now that we've gotten the majority of the background, we are going to get rid of our magic wand selection by pressing Control D. Control D removes that selection, removes those dashed lines on our picture. Now they're gone. So we can continue now with painting over the other characters that show on this layer. So use the paintbrush tool still that's selected, and click over the areas that have the other cartoon characters nearby. And do this one slowly. If it's a little laggy, just kind of be patient with it. There we go. We have masked the background of your cartoon character. All right, now I would like you to change to the, oh, I forgot to tell you, if you accidentally take away too much, let's say I accidentally click on the character's hair here, that's okay. You can click the X key on your keyboard, and instead of painting black and taking away the image, it will paint white and bring it back. So by clicking X, it changes this white and the black. And I'll click it again. All right. So again, you can change the size of your paintbrush by clicking the left bracket to make it smaller, or the right bracket to make it bigger. And you're going to just paint away the part of the cartoon that you do not want to show. If you make a big mistake, press Control-Z to undo it. All right, now I'd like you to use the arrow tool on the top left of the toolbar. It's called the Move tool. Use this to position your character wherever you would like to on the page. If you want to change the size again, you can go back to Edit, Free Transform, and change the size if you would like. And then when everything is as you would like it, you're going to export this as a picture, as a JPEG. So you're going to go to File, Export as JPG. File, Export as JPG. It will save this into your downloads, which you can easily access when it's time to turn in. Whoa, there's a preview. It really zoomed in. And then you're going to click the gray Save button. Save. And now it's time to turn it in. Now, one other tip, if the Magic Wand tool is hard for you to use, you can just use the paintbrush for the whole time if you'd like. It just takes a little more time. But feel free to pause this video, rewind, watch it again, anything you need to do to work on your project. Can't wait to see what they look like.